Hello my Broodwar brothers and welcome back to another replay cast. This time it's going to be Shine versus JYJ, with Shine spawning here in the top center, JYJ in the bottom right. We've got a mini series here for you today. And something particularly interesting about this series is that every single game was played back to back. And they were all played on different maps. So here we're going to start out on Apocalypse. This was played just about a week ago on the ladder. And the JYJ going to set up a barrier here at the front. I guess barracks right there. Does he want to put a supply depot up here as well? I'm not 100% sure. But I know that this is a hole right there that Lynx can slip by. So he'll have to bring something up here to block, and if he's got a barracks here, then I guess there will be another hole there for Lynx to slip by, and maybe another hole over here, so he probably will have to put... Oh, okay, putting it right there. Interesting. I think that's not a hole, but this is. So he'll have two different locations to block Lynx from, and that's not really going to be too much of a problem here, because we are going to get the 11 hatch from Shine. So 11 hatch has really become popular recently because of the prevalence of the 8 racks. I don't feel like 11 hatch helps you that much at defending the 8 racks personally. I still think it's a bit of a gamble. I do prefer to go with some other builds, like going into a 10 spawning pool or a 10 hatchery. I feel like those builds give you a little bit more oomph in the early game, and allows you to get Lings out a little bit quicker. And gives you a bit more larva as well if you go for that 10 hatch. But I can understand this is the comfortable way to play for these guys. They're trying to do as small adaptations as possible in order to combat that meta. And since we're not having an 8 racks here anyway, I think that Shine will be completely fine. The early marine pressure here off of the regular racks timing, this single marine coming across the map, it's not going to be any problem for him. And look at that, behind this looks like JYJ just searching on the map. He sent this marine across, probably not worried about losing that right now, but should be able to send that back and obfuscate the position here. There's the first link just starting up now. Looks like that marine making its way into the natural. He's really sending this deep here, and looks like he's just now going to turn around. Very interesting. Bringing the marine all the way up here to the front. Second marine's going to come forward too, and a third marine's coming out as well. This is going to force at least, I would say, 6 lings. You got to build at least 6 lings here, I think, because if you turn your back, you're chasing this SCV back here, and you're not paying attention to the front for a second, 3 marines can walk right up here and kill 2 drones. It just happens so darn quick. We've got another pair of Lings going to pop out here in a second, but with 3 marines here, 4 Lings will take that on, but with proper micro, you can fight. Yeah, JYJ just going to back off here. So even just 4 Lings, I guess, is enough. Though I really would have thought that JYJ would have sent his SCV all the way to the back here and forced these Lings to chase and then come in with the 3 marines, but that's just me. Now with 5 marines here at the front, again, scary against just 4 Lings. If there's only 4 Lings... Okay, we've got 6. Never mind. Alright, everything going back and forth here. No one taking any advantages right now. No one committing. Well, JYJ not committing to the attack. Just kind of sitting back, checking out the number of Lings that have been produced. And I think he's going to be satisfied here that he's forced out enough Lings, or he's not going to be feeling too bad about the situation right now. He's going to be feeling pretty good here with second racks now coming online. We've already got +1, so this is a +1 build here from JYJ, going for that +1 before getting into his upgrades here, which would mean that the range upgrade, when that finishes, +1 will be very close to done, and that's when you have your really big timing spike, your power spike, where you're going to be able to come across the map and deal a lot of damage. Now, I don't know if he wants to move out with this. I don't think it's a good idea to move out with this right now. Maybe just to threaten, but not actually to engage, because we're waiting for that +1 attack to finish. That is our big moment here. Range is just starting, as you can see, +1. About 80% complete, 70% complete maybe. We've got 7 mutas on the way here with that 2.5 hatch build. Shine just looking completely normal here. You know, Shine so well known for being very aggressive and tricky. But in this game, he's just going to play pretty well straight up. Pretty well straight up here. No tricks thus far. And I think that, you know, the Marines moving forward over and over and checking everything out has really kept Shine honest in this game. And, you know, I guess he's fine. You know, he's fine to play a normal game. We've seen it from him before in the ASL. Shine is very strong on both crazy plays and normal plays as well. Can do both 100%. Very mechanically sound player, but always capable of pulling out the weirdest cheese. Let's see if he pulls out anything strange here from this position. He's already killed a couple of workers, or one worker and a few Marines actually. Coming around here, gonna get a few more kills in the main base, just eating one turret worth of damage. Not the worst. Just kind of chill here and deal damage as long as you want, really. Eventually gonna go after this turret. But the real problem is this Marine Medic Force moving across the map. Whoops. Marine Medic Force moving across the map here. Quite the scary little force with +1 already done. They're going to move up towards this high ground. He just sees it now. Back at home, still dealing damage here to SCVs. 5 mutas, still enough to one-shot a Marine. And back at home, just building a ton of sunken colonies here. Coming back in, gonna keep shooting down these SCVs here. He's done a lot of damage actually in this main base, really a lot of damage. And JYJ hasn't been able to put on any damage onto his opponent at all. Look at these Marines just kind of getting stuck over here. I guess they were probably sent down to the bottom left, but weren't able to path that direction. Flying back through, he's gonna meet up with some more mutas here. Now he's got a pretty good group of them. Gonna go to work on a supply depot down here in the bottom right hand corner. JYJ a bit on the ropes right now. He's actually behind in the overall worker supply. We don't have another base here just yet, but we've done so much damage at this point. We've killed so many SCVs. JYJ really gonna be limping. Now this is not the end of the world for the Terran player. You can drop down quite significantly in SCVs. You can lose a lot of your buildings. You can really be put on the back foot and still manage to find ways to come back into it. It's 100% possible here that JYJ could still, you know, gut it out in the long game, get into his next level of tech. He's just started his factory now, though. Ooh, that factory is pretty darn late here. 8 minutes 46. He already went into, you know, 4 Rex play, which didn't really do anything. So I feel like maybe Shine kind of outmaneuvering JYJ in this game. Looks like this small group of Medic Marine, I don't know if that can take on this big flock of Muta now with +1. They're going to come in towards the main once again. There's a pretty good chunk of Marines here, so I'm not sure if it's a good idea to come in. Looks like he's going to go after these turrets. Two-shotting the turrets at the bottom part of the main base. He gets those 2 turrets down. There's still no third out for Shine just yet, but he's transitioning here into Lurker, dealing more and more damage in the main base. He's going to fly around to the natural now, killing off a turret, going after some of these SCVs here, really reducing that count by quite a bit. Now 10 workers ahead of his opponent. Has done so much damage. He can come back through, kill off all of these SCVs building the turrets, and then swap out the injured mutas for some healthy ones down here. Okay, these are not healthy, but you get what I'm saying. You can swap out the lowest HP ones and swap in some stronger mutas here into the group. And that way he can continue this harassment. That's so many Marines down here. He's ready for this. But will Shine come in from this angle? He's not going to give him that fight, I don't think. Oh, okay. Thought he was going to try to run by there and JYJ is going to get a lot of free damage, but no, he's going to move around the side. Still no drone, still no worker, or still no third base here. The worker is down there at the bottom left. Some ultralists being, or some lurkers being produced. Ultras, we're a little ways off of that. Coming in on top of the barracks, gonna kill these two turrets. And as the two turrets go down, open up a nice position here between the main and natural. This is on top of the production here. There's a starport coming out, but we're still so far away from any sort of irradiates, and we're gonna get lurkers down here at the front. And Shine is just so far ahead right now. He has the Filer Mound on the way. Oh god, this is hold position. This is hold position. Oh, he didn't pull the trigger. Oh my god, he didn't pull the trigger on this. He should have pulled the trigger on this a long time ago. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god, he pulls the trigger so late. So late here. Everything was heading down towards the bottom left. Had he, you know, stopped them from coming up this ramp, I think he actually would have been a lot better off here. Maybe he can still dive into the natural? No, he's not going to dive into the natural with these lurkers. He really needs to keep these alive. He's just bought enough time, though, for two lurkers to get down here to the bottom left. That was actually a decent move. So that's what he was really trying to do in that situation there, was just buy enough time for lurkers to get down into the bottom left to shore up that position. Lurker egg here at the front. It looks like he's ready to try and bust. JYJ's had enough. He's gonna go for it here, running up against all of these sunken colonies. Lings at the front as well. I think they've got cracked now. There's the first couple of defilers popping out. Lurker's gonna hit from behind as well. There it is. JYJ leaves the game, and game number 1 goes to Shine. Damn, that was a very aggressive game from Shine, actually, with the Mutalisk play. I feel like JYJ rarely ever breaks to that type of Mutalisk harassment, but Shine managing to pull him apart. He even forgot some mutas down here, but still having the forces to tear him apart here in game number 1 as we move to game number 2. All right, spawning in here to game number 2. We've got JYJ in the yellow, chopper right. Shine down here into purple now, bottom left. And it is on La Campanilla, which has given us some pretty interesting games. I feel that in this matchup, there's two different schools of thought. Either taking this as a third base or taking the back third base. And I feel like the back third base, just not that powerful. You could also, of course, take, you know, bottom right. It is flat ground, so it's a little harder to hold. But if you're going to play it out normally, if you're going to play this matchup as it's been played throughout the years here, with, you know, Mutalisk into Lurker, into taking a third base, into taking a fourth base, going into Hive and Defiler, and eventually up into Ultralisk, I think that's probably the right way to go, is to take this space down here. But we've seen a lot of players experimenting with grabbing a quick third gas at that back base and trying to do things like overwhelm with Muta or go into a quick tech with Lurker. It hasn't been super effective, but maybe Shine's got something up his sleeve here. Maybe he's been practicing with some builds on this map that we've yet to see. You know, all the pressure is off from the ASL being completed. There's no really big competitions going on right now aside from Pro League. And of course, occasionally the KCM, although we haven't seen Shine in that for a long time. I don't think he's... Oh wait, he was in one of the teams, wasn't he? Darn, I think his team got knocked out really early in both the first and second half, but I can't quite remember now. I can't quite recall. Anyway, Shine here, no pressure from any big tournaments right now. What has he been working on? What does he have for this map here against the former ASL champion? What kind of spectacular build is going to be pulled out? You know, he managed to take down JYJ with a very normal build here in that last game. What is he doing? Pulling 3 drones right now? Is he expecting a Marine? I think he's expecting a Marine. That's interesting. Look at that. Pulling off 3 drones from the line. There, he sees the Marine right there. I'm really confused about why these drones were pulled. That's very interesting to me. We're going to bring this drone back here. And he's ready for the Well, what you can do, and I think what I was trying to imply was that he was expecting a Marine to be sent to right here, and then the SCV to mine on top of that, and then you dump the Marine over top of the wall. But that's not what JYJ is going for. Oh my god, what a dodge there. He does manage to get picked off, but that SCV almost got away and got a second scout out of the main, but will be forced to close off that vision. Does not have vision on the map anymore. JYJ gonna be in the dark for now, and that's a scary place to be when you're up against a player like Shine. Shine, metabolic boost just about done here. More drones on the way. Hasn't decided to take a third base yet. Wouldn't be surprised to see him hop a drone over and take a third base over here. If you're gonna go for the 2.5 hatch play, you might as well have the 2.5 hatch over here. Then you can start getting the gas pretty early on, and you can just rally mutas from here, build drones over here, build overloads over there until this is open. And then you can start to rally things through as well. We haven't seen that hatchery just yet though. You know, he was delayed by those early drones being pulled off the line, so he doesn't have quite as many minerals as he'd like to at this point. Looks like he will hop that over though. And with that drone heading towards the back, we're going to have the 2.5 hatch, albeit a bit later than what we usually have. See, the spire is just about done, so we're not going to be able to utilize the larva from this hatchery until well after the spire is complete. It's just a bit of an unoptimized 2.5 hatch here from Shine, and that was due to some of the early pressure from JYJ, although JYJ, I don't think he did anything out of the ordinary. It's just Shine maybe a little bit scared there. A little bit scared of that Marine hopping over the wall, hopping over the minerals. Wanted to make sure that didn't happen, and now a scan has come down. It should have revealed the tag here. I didn't see the scan in the natural, so where else would you scan? He knows exactly what's coming, and he should be prepared for that back home. Second scanner going to come out. Just wants to get that confirmation scan. Funny, just spacing out the scanners when they were actually being built. Just a little bit here to make sure that he's going to be okay. Maybe he didn't scan. Oh, okay. I thought that was a bunker there being built. It's actually a turret. I thought maybe he missed scan, and that's why he built this. He's, oh shit, I need a second scanner now. It might be lurker, and then he built a bunker here at the front, but no. He's actually just building up the turrets, and he will have enough turrets here. It's very, very difficult to defend here, and we've actually seen some really cool plays from Zerg players where they will harass this base and then build guardians back here, and it can be really, really powerful. We'll see if that's the route that Shine wants to go. Can't remember who that Zerg player was who went for guardians on this map, but if you want to go for guardians, I think you want to hide your Queen's Nest somewhere back here, like right away. Muta's coming in, getting a few Marine shots, taking a few pot shots at these Marines. He's gonna get a couple more kills here, perhaps. It's like one Muta maybe went down there. No, okay, there we go. One Muta does finally go down, dropping the total count to 6, but more are being built right now. Sending more and more mutas across the map. He's going to finally take this gas. No, just mining here on the minerals. Has plenty of minerals though. I really feel like gas, time for a gas geyser. He doesn't have an overlord on the way. He's gonna get badly supply blocked here. Shine not really playing at his maximum potential right now. There's the 2 overlords. Ugh. God, I gotta tell you, that feels really bad right now as Shine. You're trying to get this momentum going with the mutas, and right as the momentum is starting to build, boom, you get hit with a supply block like that. You're gonna be feeling terrible. But he's gonna be throwing down a bunch of sunken colonies back at home, going for this attack once again into the main, just kind of taking this fight. Oh god, these are in hold position. Oh, some big mistakes here from Shine, man. He's really trying to get this wall of sunken colonies up back at home as soon as possible, while doing a lot of damage to his opponent, and he is actually doing quite a bit of damage here. Sunkens do finish up in time. Oh god, here we go. There's 4 Sunkens, 5th one there, 6th one there. Here they go, running straight up on top of this. He guns down the Mutalisk right off the bat. These 2 other Sunkens are not going to finish up. That one Sunken does go down really, really quick. The Sunkens are going down a little bit too fast here. Not good enough targeting on those. And the JYJ going to punch through with his Marines. Looks like the command center in the main is going to go down, but I don't think it matters here. Even with the command center dying, the main base is exposed for the Terran or for the Zerg player, and the natural is completely fine. That natural is going to be okay. He's going to go after all the drones here in the main. So many are going to end up going down. Mutas are popping out and just dying here. Looks like all the mutas are being sent back home. Maybe they can kill off this Marine force here, but critical damage has been done here to the drone line of Shine, down to just 16 drones, and he lost his Spire as well. He is in a terrible position here, and just Marine reinforcements coming across the map should be able to seal the deal. I like the idea of what Shine did there. He realized that there wasn't enough defenses in the main, and he tried to play a bit of chicken there with his opponent, just going ahead and building a ton of Sunkens back at home while diving full on into the main base. However, JYJ breaking through that Sunken line. Oh god, Shine not paying attention here as well. He's gonna lose a bunch of mutas. He does clean that up, but that could have been so much cleaner. Could have been so much easier here, and he doesn't have any tech. No tech at all. Is he gonna throw down a Hydra Den? Yes, he will go to Hydra Den now. This is a crazy game. Looking back at the main base here of JYJ, he's got no command center, but I think he's still in a good spot. He's got more workers. He can't mine off of more than one base, of course, but we've got the tech going here. He's gonna start to build. Oh, he was gonna go for Valkyrie, but we're gonna go into Lurker here. As long as he's got enough Sunkens, he should be fine. Should be fine to hold on. The Sunkens are going to finish, I think, just barely in time here, and the mutas in combination should be able to stop this. There's still a hope right now for Shine. There's a Queen's Nest coming up. He's going to go right into Hive now. We're not going to have any more mutas this game. Coming in, going to get a couple kills on some of these Marines. Maybe he can catch the reinforcement squad as well. Catching this reinforcement would be massive. Looks like a stim. He's going forward. Okay, he's gonna jump on top of these Marines as they come forward here. Really good job with the mutas, just drawing the attention away from those Sunkens. Oh, and the Marine's gonna run up, loses one of those for free. That's a little bit annoying. He's gonna catch these reinforcements as well. Oh, this is beautiful work by Shine. He's getting so much value out of these last few mutas that he has. Oh, there's the Valkyrie coming out. So Valkyrie is now out. He needs more Sunkens now. He should realize that as his Lurker upgrade is finishing here. He will need, he's got to get more Sunkens than this. You need more Sunkens, man. Like, this is everything right now. You're on 3 base. You've re-droned here. Your opponent still doesn't have a main. All you have to do is just hang on. He's going to lose this gas. That's an inevitability here. That gas is going to go down. It's just par for the course for this map. But that base will not be destroyed. He is going to be able to stay alive on that base. Now, the next thing I would be worried about here as Shine would be the potential for a dropship. Now that we've seen this out on the map, a dropship is not out of the question. Dropship could be really painful right now if it goes out on the map. You know, land back here, maybe land in the main base. You're only on Lurker. You know, you've only got all your Lurkers here at the front, and the dropship lands back here. That could be really difficult to clean up. So he should be worried about that type of play. Might like to see him go for a Spire again, but he's really committed to this Hive play. Adding on more workers now. I think he's just seen that the main base is not complete. Those mutas kind of flying around, checking things out. There's the dropship. Okay, this is what I was talking about here. Dropship lands. Lings are right here, though, and the Lurker as well. Beautiful defense here. Oh, so good by Shine. He's going to catch these and force them back into the corner and bring the Lurker along as well. But with no Spire, he's not going to be able to deal with this very easily. The Marines are going to come around and find another location where they can actually deal some damage. Here we go. Lurkers in the main, though. Burrow the Lurkers. There we go. He does burrow the Lurkers. He will be able to clean all this up. 1 drone goes down for all of that effort from JYJ. Looks like he lost a Marine here at the front as well. We've got 2 Lurkers stacked up too. Now the 3rd gas can come down. This is looking better and better for Shine, I've got to say. Shine really putting out a great game here. And he's going to kill this last Marine. There we go. Everything has been cleaned. And really intense one here, guys. I'm not sure which way this is going to go. We've already got Carapace on the way. Do we have any upgrades for the Marines? 1-1 is already done. So with the 1-1 being complete, Lurkers take 3 shots to kill the Marines. So that's a big shift in this matchup, is when you've got that extra armor on the Marines over top of what upgrades the Zerg has. Nidus Canal being attached here. Lings should be receiving the crackling upgrade here pretty soon. And we're going to go into a late game. But the third base, I think this will mine out pretty darn quick here. We're going to have to be conscious of that and take another base ASAP. This base is the obvious choice. 2 Lurkers, 4 Lurkers here can hold off pretty much anything aside from a drop going around the back of them. So that would be, in my opinion, the best next move here for Shine. He's going to throw down a couple of bases here. Really would love to see him take this 4th base right now, though. 4 base, 3 Lurkers right here. You're going to be in a great spot. We do not have... Oh, he can even kill this SCV. That's huge. Yeah, he is going to kill that. That's so funny. Oh, a drop back here. Big drop into the back. One of the dropships does get picked off, but he's going to dive on top of the Nidus, and the Nidus went down. Oh my god, he's going to get this hatchery. Are you kidding me? Everything was going so well for Shine, and then he just lost that hatchery. I mean, things would be different if he already had this space here, but he was completely reliant on this gas. This 3rd gas, so important. He even loses the Hydralisk Den. Oh no, the Hydra Den goes down as well. He's going to lose more drones here too. Looks like the drones can be transferred to safety at this point. Lurker's going to run up and I think finish off everything. Yeah, he does get everything killed now. But that is so frustrating. Having the Scourge there as well. He had Scourge. He just didn't have them in the correct position. You need to spread your Overlords to be ready for these things to come in. For the dropships to come in. But he just was not ready, and now he's sitting here on 2 base while his opponent is getting on 3. Good God, Shine is just about dead at this point, man. I can't... Oh, God. I can't say enough how annoying this is to watch. And he kept the Lurkers here as well. He didn't move Lurkers to defend this. Oh, man. Shine... It's really quite a sad display here. I'll be honest. That is super frustrating to watch as a Zerg player. Ugh. I think we're just about dead here. JYJ is going to run away with this game. He's already got a good, healthy supply lead. We have Defiler out, so you can't count Shine out just yet. But things are very dire right now. Very dire. Do we have another dropship? No, we don't, but we're gonna irradiate these Lurkers over here and maybe open up a space to kill this 3rd gas once again. God, again, why not Lurkers here? Take the space. It seems so obvious here at this time. Like, you don't have to move far to take this. You really don't, and you've already got the Lurker tech. The Defilers are coming. Attach a Nidus here, and it's basically safe. Oh, this is a frustrating game, guys. Well, JYJ is going to come forward here and I think put the nail in the coffin. We've only got... Okay, he does get a Science Vessel there. Not bad. Not a bad pick. But a lot of Lurkers are getting irradiated right now. Hydras are being forced back. We've only just about got Hydra speed now. Defilers are going to hit the field once again. We've got more drones here at the front. They're going to be transferred. Pretty decent drone saturation. If he had if he had another base here, he would be feeling really good at this point. He's gonna try and go for it right now. Big plague on a lot of this stuff. Gonna run by the drone, but he did not bring Lurkers with this. He did not bring Lurkers with this, so he's in big trouble right now because this one Firebat messes up his whole plan. Okay, he is gonna run forward now. He's gonna end up losing the Defiler though. The Defiler will go down. Okay, here we go. Come on, Burr. Oh my god. Too much going on right now. I guess this drop in the bag is taking all of the attention here from Shine, and I guess that's going to be the end of this game. That drop just a little bit too strong. Once again, shutting down the Nidus here. This time before it even gets established. Shine, you gotta give it to JYJ here. He really outplayed Shine. The game was very dire. It was very dire. When he lost his main command center, it was looking very nice for Shine. He had lost a lot of drones and he had to re-drone, but he had 3 bases. He had the tech rolling. He had the lurkers. He had the hive on the way. Look at all these hatches he built to, you know, really start to pump out Hydralisk Defiler. But he was never able to quite get that off the ground because of these drops. And you know, when you see that Valkyrie play and you've already switched off of mutas, you're not even able to build mutas anymore. How funny is that? Like, you feel so good as a Zerg player, but he he's just oh, there we go, sniping a bunch of science vessels. That's pretty good. But again, look at how many Marines and now tanks are reaching the field here. Coming forward, he's gonna kill all these Scourge. Looks like Marine's gonna run in between some lurkers here and the natural. A little bit of a rough trade overall for JYJ here, but I think he's still gonna be able to take this no problem with the 4th base up and everything. 4th is coming down now for Shine. 3rd is slowly being reestablished here, but starved for gas right now, and we're just about to reach that 20-minute mark where things become really, really desperate for the Zerg player. Ooh, nice lurker here. Just a little ways back, able to clean that up. Yeah, it's gonna get bad. It's gonna get really bad here for JYJ very quickly. Can he actually get this drop? Oh, he gets it before it lands anything. So that's pretty good. Getting rid of that on time there. Very, very nice. But he needed that like a long time ago. He needed to get one of these earlier drop ships that came into this base to have any chance in this game. Oof. Shine still clinging on with his toenails in this game. Barely grasping at a straw here to try and keep himself alive. He's got this base finally being saturated. A counterattack going over here, but there's a fire bat in the bunker. Is there anything stronger against a Ling counterattack than a fire bat in a bunker? It's gonna hold that off very, very nicely and easily. Here comes the Defiler, gonna go ahead and consume and throw down a Dark Swarm here as soon as possible. Not able to get a good Dark Swarm. There we go. Dark Swarm does come down, and with the plague on a lot of these units, he should be able to hold off. This lurker does go down though, and this base is about to be finished off. We don't have another plague for these Marines, so the Marines can fight toe to toe with the Hydras here, and he will be killing that. Dropping over here as well. Tanks on the high ground. GG is called. Shine torn apart in what was actually one of the best Zerg versus Terran games I've seen on this map. Had Shine like cut off some of these drops and kept this base alive a little longer, we would have seen an incredibly good game here, I think. But forgetting about his lurkers underneath the geyser, that's that is kind of unforgivable. Just look at this, guys. Look at what we've got. Two lurkers here. We've got two lurkers here. The Marines land over here. Nothing goes through the Nidus. Where was that Nidus? Oh, it's right here. Nothing near that Nidus, unfortunately. And still not moving these lurkers. He could have moved the lurkers up, bought himself some time, maybe saved this base. And now, I mean, he's gonna come from behind with the lurkers here. But if he moves these lurkers forward, and he moves these lurkers forward as well, he can kill this a lot easier. But again, just completely forgetting about those lurkers there. That is painful. That is really, really painful. And then a little bit later on, look at this. As the drop comes in, Scourge are waiting in the main base, but he didn't build any Scourge over here for the third, which has been under constant pressure this entire game. Here we go. These two lurkers again out of range to deal any damage to actually save this base. and he's going to lose the base once again. Just one lurker here now because the other one was irradiated. I'm going to target that down. Doesn't even get one spine off, and that's really the breaking moment here. This is when things really started to go downhill for Shine, when he lost all momentum and got forced out of this game. But well played by Shine. I think that with a few small changes, you know, there's the general idea was pretty darn good, but with a few small changes, a few small improvements, I think he could have done really, really well in this game, and we're going to see if he can bring it back here in game number 3. All right, game number 3 here. We're hopping in to another fresh map. Like I said, every single game in this series is on a different map, so it's a rare occurrence. It is a rare occurrence to have this many games in a row and to have all different maps. JYJ gonna be here in the bottom right on I believe this is Polyboid, with Shine down here in the bottom left. And Shine really hasn't pulled out too many crazy tricks, but in both games he's gone for a 2.5 hatch with a full-on attack into the main base of the Terran player, dealing as much damage as he can while building a ton of sunkens back at home. And that's been the way that all these games have gone so far. So will be interesting to see if that's what Shine wants to continue doing here, or if he wants to try and mix things up. A barracks here at the front, in 8 racks in fact, coming out of JYJ. Throws down the racks first, and now he's going to put down his supply depot behind this. And this is a really nice opener here for the Terran player. And if you have this position on this map, why not do something like this? Let's see when he actually spots it here. He's already thrown down a hatchery, unfortunately, so he can't actually change his build here. He's built one more drone, and now he throws down the pool. He sees the 8 racks, and it's just a little bit too late, unfortunately. You know, there's not really a lot that you can adjust here, aside from pulling the drones, like when exactly you pull the drones, maybe. Although you kind of want to pull the drones when the actual Marine arrives anyway. And we'll see how many he pulls. He pulls 3 more, maybe 4. So he's got 5 total drones, and there's a bunker way out here. Wow, this is an interesting bunker placement here. Okay, targeting onto this one drone. Looks like he's going to get that one. He might get 2 here. He does already get 2. Third. Oh no, Shine. Shine not attacking with this drone either. 3 drones have gone down already. Just beautiful micro from JYJ, and honestly a bit lackluster from Shine overall. Not really optimizing the drone damage, you know, not pulling back the drones quickly enough. What you'd like to do is pull a lot more drones, I think, and lose less. Pull more, lose less. I think that's the name of the game here. You gotta pull like 7 drones, something like that. And as soon as one drone starts getting targeted, you just click it off and send it back to a mineral patch and just keep attacking. We're actually at a good number of lings now, and we've killed one of the SCVs, so it's not going to take any further damage from this, I don't think. 3 Marines can run forward here and try to kill a ling. Oh, they will get 1. Not the greatest reaction here from Shine. Needs to make some more drones here. He's only at 13. He was at 11 just a moment ago. So he does have to be very careful. I'm going to jump on top of these Marines. There we go. Dealing a little damage there. JYJ being very frustrating, very annoying with his play here. Running out, dealing a little more damage. Of course, lings can heal, but Marines and SCVs can't. I don't see how you're ever going to break through this with just 3 Marines, but he's doing a pretty good job of being annoying and trying to shut this down. It is very difficult for Shine. Shine, you can see he's not actually mining with all his drones. He's like having a hard time concentrating here with these Marines constantly diving in and out of his natural. Back at home, we've got the natural base on the way here. Academy there at the front. Again, gonna dive forward. This is just taking up, you know, APM here for Shine, forcing him to constantly watch at the front, not really like fully pay attention to his build. He's gone for another 2.5 hatch play, and he's actually droned up pretty good, pretty well here, and he hasn't had to build any more lings. I think that's what JYJ was hoping for, was just to shave off a few more lings to make it scary enough so that Shine would have to build more. But he wasn't really able to do that. I think total like 8 lings were made right when this bunker rush was happening. And he hasn't had to build any more than that from there. So now he's up to 20 workers. And this is kind of where you want to be. You want to get to like 25 ish supply here. 20 workers on 2 bases is, it sounds like very little if you're a Terran or a Protoss player, right? You generally want to have 20 workers per base, but 20 for 2 base is not bad actually for Zerg. You've got a drone for pretty much every patch. Oh my goodness, Marines and medics coming up here right as the lings were trying to kill this bunker, and now they're going to dive on top of this sunken colony. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. Drones are having to be pulled off the line. The lings are fighting as well. Pretty good drone control here on top of all of this, but the sunken is not able to deal damage fast enough to actually deal with the kills here. My goodness, he lost 5 drones. 5 drones were lost there in that trade. Brutal damage here by JYJ. The timing on that was ridiculous. Right as he ran out to kill this bunker, the Marines came in with the medic, hit that front, and that was that was brutal, man. He can't even build a single Mutalisk right now. He's just rebuilding drones here. That's so painful. So painful. At least he didn't die. You know, he kept the sunken colony alive. He didn't die. That's, I guess that's a win. You got to take that as a win here for Shine right now, because things have been so dire since that bunker rush. He's going to start to pump out some mutas now. He'd probably go into a 3rd base. I would imagine going for a 3rd base here is probably going to be the play. I don't think you're going to be able to crack JYJ. He's just been able to delay his turrets so much. Look, they're finishing up at almost 7 minutes 30. First one finishes up at 7:10. So usually you want to have them done by like 6 minutes or 6 minutes 30. So he's been able to delay those a lot, which means he's pumped out a lot more SCVs, which means he's got his factory faster, and he's got another Marine medic force moving out right now. It's just a lot of scary things coming out for Shine here. He's got a lot of threats to worry about, and he's not really going to be able to deal damage like he was able to in those other games. He's going to have to get really tricky here if he wants to find a way back into this one, I would say. We don't have any further tech here from Shine right now. He's just pumping out pure Muta. +1 is about to finish for JYJ, as is the +1 of these Mutalisks. Going after the turrets here at the back. He's going to go ahead, knock a couple of those down. 2 turrets have fallen here. Let's take a look at the HP on these mutas. None of them have gone down, so he's trying to kill this gas right now. He wants to limit the amount of gas available to JYJ, and JYJ actually can't move his Marines past this turret. The turret's actually hurting him quite a bit, and the glaive bounces are hurting him as well. That's quite funny. Gonna take out this gas here pretty darn quick. Gas about to go down. 9 HP on that. He does get that. He's almost able to get the factory as well. Look at all the Marines getting clumped up on each other, not able to do anything. They're not even able to shoot when they're that clumped up on each other. So he's doing a really good job here of just picking this off and lowering the number of Marines here. Wow, really good control. Really good control here from Shine, getting them to fire every time he turns around and flies back in. It's very difficult to do that. Very difficult to do that indeed. To pull a position apart like this, not an easy feat against a player the caliber of JYJ. He's getting on top of the ramp now. Ooh, this might be the overcommitment though. He gets in there and does quite a bit of damage. Ling's gonna run in the front as well, but he's lost quite a few mutas. That was maybe an overextension. He got a position over top of these barracks, and if he manages to hold this spot, you know, if he manages to control this area and just kill the Marines every time as they pop out of the barracks, that could be really strong. It would mean that there would be no Marines left and we'd just be waiting for the science vessels to pop out, and that can be a situation where the Zerg can just get miles and miles ahead. You can kind of finish with Lings in that case. You get on top of here, you kill all the Marines, and you just stop the Marines from popping, and then you kill the natural with Lings. Oh, he's gonna dive in. Here we go, diving right on top of this before all the turrets are done. Going after this, he was hold position there for quite a long time. Lings are now coming in. He needs to kill the bunker. Oh, he's gonna run by. He's gonna run by into the main. Here we go, getting some kills here in the main. The Lings are gonna go after the turrets. The Marines popping out are just getting killed immediately. We have some, we have a irradiate done, but we don't have the energy for it. He's gonna kill this last Marine. He needs to kill or go after the science vessels though too. Okay. Just gonna ignore the science vessels for now. Keep killing Marines. There's not enough Lings though here in the main to actually snowball this. If you had like 10 Lings here, you could kill everything. Oh, irradiate on his own science vessel. So sneaky here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's doing so much damage right now. Okay, he does pull out that one injured Midas. He's gonna go after the science vessel, I think. Just kill this one Marine, and he should be able to get the science vessel too. Okay, still going after this front here, going after all the barracks, killing off the turrets over and over again, stopping them from being complete. He just needs Lings here. He needs Lings to finish this. One Muto flying in over top of the turrets there, almost loses his life right away before even getting anything done. Oh, he's blocking here at the front. He needs to get these Lings through. The Lings have to get through. He has to kill the bunker. He has to kill the bunker. He's trying to get through. He can't get through right now. He's being blocked here by those SCVs. Oh, that's so clutch by JYJ holding the front here. The Lings have to get in. These Lings have to get in. He's not paying attention. Okay, he's paying attention and actually gutting down the SCVs here, but the Marine number is running low. All of the Mutalisks are being rallied into the wrong position. No. Oh my God, Shine. Are you kidding me, my dude? Rally to here, for the love of God. What are we doing? Just a quick rally right to here would have changed this entire game. Oh man, he lost so many mutas flying over top. Or I mean, he didn't lose the muta, but he basically lost the muta, dropped it down to like 30 HP. That happened like 2-3 times during this fight. Had he had those extra mutas, and of course this blocking here was just so well done by JYJ as well. He realized that Lings were going to be coming. One Marine in the bunker. One. And the SCV's blocking here. And that managed to save him. Again, if like 12 Lings managed to run by here and they got up into the main while the mutas were still dealing damage, you just kill all the barracks and there's nothing that the Terran player can do. He just doesn't have any production anymore at that point. All he's able to produce are the science vessels and SCVs, and then there's really no way to come back in that game. And Shine, he basically had it there, but some really smart play from JYJ blocking and some mistakes from Shine make him lose this game. Rallying to the wrong position, rallying to here. Oh my God. He's got to be smacking himself after that one. I certainly would be, when you lose that many mutas in such a tight game, in such a dangerous situation, when you're not able to break because you just rallied to the wrong position. It just hurts. It hurts so bad, guys. And we're gonna break this video up. We've actually got plenty more games here between JYJ and Shine, but I'm gonna break this up into 2 parts, and I'm gonna release the second part tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Get ready for part 2. It's coming out tomorrow.